Il-ġurnata tad-9 ta' Frar kull sena hija uffiċjalment iddikjarata bħala Jum Internazzjonali tal-Lingwa Griega. Il-Greċja huwa pajjiż meravigljuż u huwa impossibbli li naqsmu il-firxa wiesa ta' esperjenzi li joffri dan il-pajjiż f'programm wieħed. Għalhekk illum se nippreżentaw ħarsa qasira tal-istorja tal-Greċja u ftit mis-siti u monumenti famużi. Sa nibdew b'Kastorja. Kastorja hija belt fit-tramuntana tal-Greċja, fil-reġjun tal-Maċedonja. Il-belt hija magħrufa għal ħafna knejjes Biżantini tagħha, l-arkitettura miż-żminijiet Biżantini u Ottomani.
Also ask about the introduction of the English language, English vocabulary into modern Greek today. I mean, we've seen it in Malta a lot. We see it in Italy. What about Greece?
Well, we have borrowed a lot of words, of English words, in the Greek vocabulary, and nowadays, especially during the pandemic, we learned about the lockdown, the drive away, the click away. English words which we did not use before and we might not use after the pandemic. But yes, we have borrowed a lot, not only English words, we have borrowed a lot of French, a lot of Turkish, a lot of Italian, a lot of German or whatever. This is globalization. I mean, yes, the Greek language is the richest one, but that does not mean that we do not borrow from other languages as well.
As a matter of interest, when you introduce an English word into the Greek language, into textbooks for children, let's say football, would you write it in Greek alphabet or in just the alphabet of the language that it's coming from?
It has been a long time since I was a child, so I wouldn't.
But things change because things change.
Well, as far as football is concerned, yes, we do have the Greek word podosferos, so it's very common in the Greek vocabulary. So we don't so often use the word football.
Sure, but let's take a word like lockdown. Would you write it in Greek alphabet?
No, in English.
In English.
In English.
L-ikoni Griegi huma biċċiet ta' arti sagra, oriġinalment użati fid-devozzjoni reliġjuża. L-iktar ikoni komuni jinkludu lil Kristu, lil Madonna, qaddisin u anġli. Tista' sib l-ikoni maħdumin mill-metall, minquxin fil-ġebel, irrakmati fuq id-drab, misbugħajn fuq l-injam u anki magħmulin bil-możajk.
So is English becoming a common second language for Greek people?
It is. It is becoming. It has become already since a long time now. Since I was a child, a long time ago, we used to learn at least one foreign language in our high schools. So in my high school, it happened that this language was French, but in most of the high schools it was English. So we're talking about a long time ago that we started learning in schools the English language, and it's already part of our everyday life, or what?
Mm-hmm. Can I ask about you and your posting in Malta? You've been in Malta now for 2 years. Mm-hmm. How do you think, there's a lot of Greek people now living in Malta, how do you think the integration of the Greeks with the Maltese culture and society, and vice versa, how do you think it's going on?
It's going perfectly well. I will tell you my own experience, my personal experience. When I came here, from day one I felt at home. Mm-hmm. First of all, because even in Athens I live in the southern suburbs and I have the same view from my house. Mm-hmm. So every day I wake up, I have the same feeling as being in Greece, or what. Mentality is not so far away. We are both Mediterranean people. Okay, you have your influences and we have our influences, but nevertheless we have common points in our mm-hmm. mentality. And it's not difficult at all to get adjusted in the Maltese way of living, because it's not so different from ours. You have excellent climate conditions like in Greece, so you go out very often for dinner or whatever, and throughout the year, because of the good climate conditions. That's what we do in Greece as well. You're open people like we are. So you open your houses, you open your hearts, and we feel very welcome from the Maltese society. And I think this is the experience of the other Greek people as well. We have about 700 to 800, we don't know the exact figures because some of them do not register in the embassy. But I think that they have the same experience.
So you are saying there's 800 Greeks mm-hmm. who are living in Malta, permanent residents today. That's quite a large number for Malta, I must say.
It is. It is. Dear Maltese friends, I would suggest that you should perhaps start learning the Greek language, and you'll find it's very easy, because if you think a little bit about it, you're going to realize that a lot of words that you use while talking are either Greek or coming from a Greek origin. And you will be surprised of how many those Greek words are while talking. So learn Greek. It's a nice language, it's a melodic language, it's a musical language like yours, so you will not find any difficulty, and you will not have any problem if you would like to visit Greece and speak it there.
Thank you very much, Ambassador, for the information you shared with us today and for welcoming us to your residence.
Thank you very much. I'm grateful to you. Thank you.
Sinjuri, nirringrazzjakom li kontu mana illum mill-residenza uffiċjali tal-Ambaxxatur tal-Greċja insellmilkom u nixtieqilkom is-serata it-tajba.